Oh, hello everyone. This is Doc Jed once again for our podcast. So, welcome to Psych Talk with Doc Jed, and here we are once again to talk something important, another interesting, which will talks about. Guess what's all about it? It talk about identity crisis. How can we be able to manage it? So, just to align with our previous topic, which speaks on anxiety or the fear to the unknown danger, today, just to connect identity crisis to anxiety, connection definitely connects because a person might experience anxiety or fears if the individual is experiencing identity crisis. Okay, and when you talk about identity crisis, there are actually a lot of questions that people may ask. Number one, why do I feel lost at times? Why I hardly understand myself? Ladies and gentlemen, when you talk about identity crisis, you hardly try to identify what you really want to in life. I knew I'm a woman, I'm a lady, but I feel like a man. That's one of the identity crisis. Next to that is, why am I confused about who I really want? Why do I suddenly question my goal, my relationship, as well as my purpose in life? Sense of direction, lack focus. And the question is that normally people ask, is it normal to feel the way I do? Remember, ladies and gentlemen, identity crises happen when a person feels confused about their sense of self, about their purpose in life. Again, Purpose-Driven Life by Norman Vincent Peale. Try to read that, ladies and gentlemen. I love it, and I've learned a lot from it because it also connects to values in life. Also, our roles, direction. Same way, these are the things that people may experience when someone is experiencing identity crisis. Very common among adolescents because this is the transition stage. Transformational stage is 0 age to 7. Transformational stage is 13, teenager up to 19 years old. That's why it's very common for adolescents. Very common to early adulthood. Same way with midlife changes. Transitional stage because of sudden change of life situation. Career transition for senior citizen as well. Before, you're the one leading with the family, and this time your kids is the one dictating you what to behave on, how or what you need in life. They sometimes become dictator on you. That's why you hardly other seniors feel frustrated, especially when their children is the one leading their life, not them anymore. Migration or cultural adjustment. Yours truly. Being new in the States is not that easy. Cultural differences, discriminations, let's face it, happens. But it's a big challenge, especially for me who's still new here to challenge myself to prove to everybody that I'm also able, similar to what Americans is doing in their life, in their career. So same way, relationship. New relationship matters. Of course, adjustment. For how many years that your husband is living with such kind of character while you are behaving differently, different values, discipline, and the like, then suddenly you live together. Of course, individual differences matters. And identity crisis affects your behavior. In what way? And that also happens when people is uncertain about themselves. It can expect to behavior in different ways. Like, for example, question is, are you the one who become withdrawn or quiet? Feeling identity crisis, sometimes feel emotionally sensitive. So being sensitive is actually the outcome of people who are experiencing anxiety. Fears frequently changes decision or goals. Okay? Because of a lot of uncertainty. Keep approval from others. Am I doing the right thing? And the like. Experience anxiety, confusion, or how low confidence. And then at the same time, compare themselves constantly to others. So behavior can reflect inner struggles as well as emotional uncertainty. So the question, another common question is, identity crisis is normal? Is it normal really? Again, the answer is yes. Even older people might experience this because many people experience period of self-doubt, questioning, am I still capable? Back in the Philippines, for personal experience, back in the Philippines, modesty aside, I'm so, modesty aside, I'm so recognized as a licensed psychologist and licensed psychometrician with lots of university professor as well. And then here in the States, the reason why I started working for this podcast, because I also experience, yeah, without hypocrisy, identity crisis. Why am I not recognized? There are a lot of procedures, protocol to be licensed here. And then when I had, thank you Lord, because when I had my credential evaluation, my doctoral degree in educational management was credited. Thank you, so I could work in that school and the like. Well, psychology is just the same, but I need to work on some other documentations. So again, going back, identity crisis could also happen not only to young people but as well as to adult people. And yes, but many people experience periods of self-doubt, questioning. That's why I'm doing this, to challenge and to prove that I'm also able, just like others, even here in the States. Because it is part of personal growth and self-discovery. Prove, challenge that I also do good a lot of things. And another question is, does identity crisis mean something is wrong with me? Not at all. So, no. It simply means you are trying to understand yourself. And that's what I'm doing right now. As I do podcasts, I'm also saying that to me. Okay, so more deeply and find clarity in life. So another question. How can I manage identity crisis properly? I'm already adult. So number one, here are some of the examples that that you need to do for yourself if you're experiencing such. Number one, practice self-reflection. Okay? Take note of your good traits. And when I said that I'm a good speaker, and the reason why, thank you, my husband, because you're so supportive. I love you. I wish to recognize my husband because he's doing everything for me, to please me, and to support me in all ways. Okay? So, always ask yourself, always ask yourself, what are the things that I could do for others, for myself, to justify that you're really good. Try to avoid comparing yourself to others. Try to accept that growth takes time. It's a process. Surround yourself with people who are supportive. Thank you, mahal. Alright. Also, focus in small achievement goals. Also, seek guidance when needed. Alright. And also, please be reminded on the important things that you need to take note. Identify if the things that you're doing is good. Okay? Life experiences, take note of that, is also helpful on you. Okay? Try to be optimistic than to be pessimistic. Simplify what is complicated and do not complicate simple things. Always pray and have moment of reflection. Find opportunity in different ways. And for my final message, always remember, you do You do not need to have everything in terms of figures, but growth is a process, and discovering yourself takes time. Always try to look above and be thankful to what is given to you by the Lord than feel sorry for the thing that is happening on you. So once again, thank you so much. Let's appreciate everything that we have, people around us as well, things around us, and remain thankful. So once again, Doc Jed Mendoza here saying, God bless you, and let's keep on praying without ceasing. Love, learn to prescribe, like, and share. And since our time is very limited here, I'm opening my door for webinar to be invited to wherever you are. In what way? Through my wellness psychological services in my Facebook account, as well as to my YouTube. Just try to comment. Thank you and have a blessed day ahead. Bye-bye.